テルムリーグではいろいろな強さのバトルトレーナーと
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SGPW Weekly's number 117. We have a little bit of a smaller bracket here today, but that doesn't mean the quality of the players are still as strong as ever. Our first match today is going to be Kaiko versus Enigma, as both character specialists in their respective in the region. Kaiko, of course, the Empoleon main as the Empoleon king in Southeast Asia, and Enigma playing rocking the Gardevoir as per usual. I do expect to see a little. These two players have started to have a little bit of history. Enigma recently losing a set against Kaiko in the last Pokkén Weekly, if I remember correctly. Traditionally, this is a very bad matchup for Enigma, for Gardevoir. For Empoleon, wow, I can't speak today. This is a very bad matchup for Empoleon, and we're gonna see that Kaiko has been making a lot of lab adjustments to play against this Gardevoir of Enigmas here. So at this point in stage, it started to become a lot more of a player matchup rather than a character matchup, because both of these players are just really insane. And here we do see one of those many adjustments that Kaiko has been making. We do see that Cubone coming in from him. Cubone making Gardevoir's life very dangerous here. A lot of trades tend to end in Empoleon's favor when Cubone's involved. So far though, Enigma doing an excellent job right now. And we do see that Enigma is running a slightly different support than usual in accordance to her adaptations from last week. She is running that Umbreon to give her a lot more defensive safety in that defense here, Kaiko. As you can see, although Kaiko has a lot of difficulty getting in once he gets in, Empoleon really hurts, and if the tip of the JX iceberg clips Enigma there, it's a bit of a sad Titanic moment for Enigma. But that's we're going to go into the next game right now. Cubone gets called. Enigma tries to jump out, but gets caught on her way up, and she is going to take a big damage punish for this. Umbreon gets baited, but Kaiko didn't quite space himself well. Takes a few hits of that Umbreon. The corner pressure coming in from Kaiko, just locking down Enigma right now. A lot of damage. Enigma taking down to 136 HP just outside Rage, and right into Rage. Kaiko being able to jump in so freely with that jump wise. That arc of Empoleon's jump is so incredibly annoying. Kaiko bursts in response to Enigma's burst attack, and clips him with the jump Y is going to be it. And Kaiko with a pretty decisive game 1 here. The first round looked pretty dicey for him, but he managed to claw his way up and kept the momentum rolling through. Oh, I lied, it's 9 HP. A 2Y scaling really scaled the damage of the combo. Enigma still has a small chance here, but a chance far too small. And Kaiko will take the first game of this set here. Alright, really good clean play coming in from Kaiko here. I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing. Enigma is going to opt to stay as the Gardevoir here today. Last week we saw a little bit of a counter-pick war between these two players. Enigma going to the Libre here last week, and this week she opts to decide that she wants to tough out the matchup grind a little bit more. Try to figure some things out here. Alright. Pressure the field phase to start here. Kaiko already going for a raw Steel Wing, trying to read heavily into Enigma's CA. Enigma is not quite gonna give you that free CAs though. Yes, Aqua Jet straight into the stored power, and now it's a lot of chip. This is a dangerous position for Kaiko to be in. All the way full screen, he's eating a lot of chip, he's eating a lot of stray hits, and look at life difference right now. Enigma is going back to the Snivy here. Trade occurs majorly in Kaiko's favor. He's gonna get the knockdown, he's gonna get the double hit Steel Wing, and look at the incredible amount of damage! Reset into the corner. Enigma reaches the throw. And this is going to be very close to being a kill, but not quite. Kaiko left with 7 HP, ups the burst. Enigma calls the Snivy to lock him down. Enigma not opting for the Singapore burst, because on her own against perfect block, gets hit and clipped. Big damage for Kaiko. Kaiko will be blocking this burst attack. The Fairy Tempest not going to find its way. And Enigma with the edge jumps CA in. Really good stuff there. Jump CA is neutral on block in burst. It is a very deceptive looking button. Trade and Kaiko unfortunately not being able to trade with Psyshock there, since it does shift in fact. Trying to stuff out the CA with the late Aqua Jet, but mistimes it. CADC into Drill Peck, catching Enigma's attempt to escape with the jump back into the meaty. Enigma throws the crushes the throw, and will get tagged by the JY. Lots of damage here. We're gonna see the reset. Kaiko goes for the Ice Beam, and Enigma will get clipped by it. So far, both players looking very even here. The Cubo comes out. Magical Leaf goes wide, and this will be an anti-air with the Snivy. Enigma not opting for the field phase reset, opts just to take the shift. She knows it's a good position for her to be in. And Kaiko looking in dangerous waters here, gets clipped with the Steel Wing, and gets clipped on his way back down. And that will be the first game to the second game to Kaiko here. Enigma making a strong statement in round 2 here, in game 2 here. And now we do see a character switch coming in from Kaiko. Kaiko going for the Sceptile is a pretty famous counter pick here. It's very famously memed as the 7-3 match in one of the few 7-3 matchups in Pokken. Fairly difficult matchup for Gardevoir. That Leaf Blade of Sceptiles is an incredibly potent tool against the many projectiles of Gardevoir, since it's very long reaching, it's very fast for its range, and Gardevoir's punishes for it aren't quite the best at the max rate when it's spaced. We're gonna have to see how Enigma does deal with it. Already we see Kaiko throwing a lot of Leaf Blades here, trying to catch Enigma, going for a button CADC throw. We'll put Enigma in the corner in field. This is such a scary position, but Kaiko didn't quite be able to find the spacing there. We'll give Enigma a bit of reprieve in this field. Oh, tries to anti-air the Imoga, but Kaiko is in position to Leaf Blade that. That's gonna give him a big damage and big advantage in field, but alright, I was gonna say that Enigma was fighting her way out, but then gets caught by the Leaf Blade into the Giga Drain, into the reset. Kaiko drops the full combo. Look at the damage coming in from Kaiko here, but gets knocked down into the Salt Power. Gets that full screen. This is pretty good, looking pretty good for Enigma, and the air of the JX. Goes for a chip with the Snivy. And throws out the Arrow of Troy here, clipping Kaiko in his metaphorical Achilles heel. Very good pokes. Very clean game plan coming from Enigma. Kaiko goes in for the cheeky throw. He'll connect here. He's gonna get this proper spacing for the bullet seeds this time. Enigma, you once again using that jump CA here, but if it's not in burst, it is extremely unsafe. It gets punished pretty heavily for that. Kaiko calling the Emoga, but will get punished with the burst attack from Gardevoir. Unfortunately for Enigma, not cutscening there. Trade majorly in favor of Kaiko. This will be the game. Nope, for just outside the HP threshold. Enigma was also in burst, but Kaiko just runs in with the Leaf Blade and takes the ground. 1-1 for both players. Both players sitting on set point here. Leaf Blade from Kaiko. Once again, just going for that dash Oki. Very tricky stuff. If you are playing well and you will not give any tells. Look at the damage. Kaiko manages to find the confirm into the Leaf Storm, and he's gonna get a huge reward off of it. Just running around, throwing out the Leaf Blades, just oppressing Gardevoir in field. No, it's not a statement you expect to hear much, especially when it's Gardevoir here. Enigma trying to catch a jump. Kaiko opts for the burst, but it's going to put him in a little bit of a minor situation, not that it matters all too much. This Emoga will confirm into the burst. Doesn't cutscene though. Take throw with the neutral Y into the dash throw. Ooh, very sneaky stuff coming in from Kaiko. Kaiko, with that little bit of cheekiness towards the end, will take the set here over Enigma. Very good stuff here. And then there will be another set win for Kaiko here this last week. So really good stuff from Kaiko. He's been able to really put in some work into that Empoleon Gardevoir matchup, and it's really helping him with the character counter picks. Alright. I do believe we're going to our next replay here. Yes, in a second. Alright, we'll be going to collect the replays for a short while right now. Going to be Midone. I believe this is our next set. While we continue on that, it's going to be Midone versus Kaiko. Great. So this is going to be pretty fun matchup if we watch Midone, a player who wears his emotions on his sleeves. He is not afraid to go for heavy hard reads. And Kaiko, who likes to play with a lot of setups, a lot of just overwhelm you before you can get a chance to get a good foothold into the game. So I think this should be quite a high octane match from both players, and I do expect to see some crazy reads and crazy buttons coming out from both players. Alright. In the meantime, chat, is audio all good? Is everything